Good morning. We are starting out with a dense fog advisory this morning from Springfield and counties to the west of Highway 65. It goes until 9 a.m. where that visibility could drop to a quarter mile or less at times. It is doing that in Joplin. We're down to 8 miles visibility in Springfield. You can see we've got the clouds out there this morning. It is 72 degrees and pretty humid because we are still tapping into the moisture from Laura. Laura is a tropical depression with 30-mile-per-hour winds in its center in northern Arkansas, and the showers wrapping into the Ozarks this morning. We've got some light rain from Eminence down towards West Plains and Mountain Home. The rain's not going to make it any farther west than here. In fact, you've got clear skies back towards Joplin and Springfield, and you'll find Laura continuing to pull away. It is 72 degrees right now in Branson and 72 degrees in Springfield. As the kiddos homeschool today, you'll find some clouds early, clearing skies in the afternoon with some more sunshine coming in late. Laura's still making a big turn through the boot heel, so we miss out on the severe threats from that. We'll find those showers pulling out of here through the day today with temperatures in the upper 80s. Overnight, we'll find those lows around 70. By tomorrow, a couple of clouds, temperatures in the upper 80s. A cold front arrives behind Laura, which is partly what's pushing her out. Then you'll find some showers and storms possible late Saturday, some of which could be on the strong side. That's where you've got that yellow slight risk to the south. That's late tomorrow. Storm chances continue into Sunday.
All right, Elisa, thank you. Checking in on some news from around the region. A Reed Springs student says she was sexually assaulted at the high school, and now her family is filing a lawsuit against the district. The complaint was filed Wednesday in federal court by a Springfield attorney, Joshua Roberts. It alleges the 15-year-old girl was forced into a storage closet in the band room and was sexually assaulted by another student last January. The lawsuit is holding the school district responsible for failed security measures and violating her Title IX rights. A spokesperson for Reed Springs sent us a response that says, in part, the district is deeply concerned about the welfare of our students. A safe environment is essential. The district does not tolerate behavior that puts students in danger.
This year, the health department has a main focus on COVID-19, but still isn't able to neglect other illnesses. Now, there are plenty of other things that could potentially require a contact tracing process, but because of their heavy workload, the health department has relied on healthcare partners to give them a hand with other diseases. For example, with STDs, AIDS Project of the Ozarks has stepped up as the only place that provides free STD testing right now. And STD rates are actually up, according to Executive Director of APO, Lynn Meyercord.
To get the most urgent cases tested as quick as possible is that we're prioritizing people that have symptoms. And I think, these are very difficult, stressful times. We don't see sexual activity decrease during those times. We're not surprised that rates are up.
Meyercord wants to remind people that if they need STD prevention supplies, those are still available for pickup.
In news from around the region, last week, Blue Valley School District in Kansas City halted all sports and activities indefinitely. That decision coming after the entire football team at Blue Valley West and freshman volleyball team at Blue Valley High were quarantined after COVID-19 cases. Several other teams have also had at least one case in the district. But parents and athletes are still demanding kids be allowed to play. And last night showed up in big numbers to make that message heard loud and clear.
It's building memories that'll last a lifetime, and I'm getting scammed of that.
All we're asking is this, that the school board and the administration call a special board meeting to address this, follow the path of what DeSoto's done, is separating the gating criteria for school from athletics, and let our team play.
The district has said it will continue to watch the COVID-19 case numbers and consider possible options for alternate sports seasons before making a final decision on fall sports and activities.
A Bryant, Arkansas school bus driver has been arrested after crashing with 11 children on board. The Bryant Police Department says the driver was noticeably intoxicated. Kimberly Rogers is charged with the DWI, 11 counts of endangering the welfare of a minor, and careless and prohibited driving. A man who lives across the street from where the bus went into the ditch there tried to check on everybody, but the driver refused to open the door.
She didn't get out of her seat to go look at the children. It was just like she's not aware of what was happening.
The kids are all right. They were put on another school bus and taken home safely. Bryant School District sent out a statement saying this does not represent the district's many bus driving professionals who safely deliver students to school and home every day.
The city of Fayetteville, Arkansas is welcoming people to experience just a little bit of normalcy while staying safe during this health crisis. It's called a micro street closure. A section of on-street parking spaces will be closed so the city can test out an expanded area of its outdoor seating. Tables will be set up more than 6 feet apart under canopies in front of the businesses.
In some news around America for you, an Arizona police officer was killed while responding to reports of a public disturbance from an armed and erratic driver. While trying to arrest the driver, the officer was seriously injured. He was taken to the hospital where he later died. Police say the suspect had reportedly attempted to flee the scene but was eventually taken into custody.
Minneapolis curfew has been extended following 2 more days of civil unrest. Storefronts and other buildings downtown have sustained significant damage. The protests were sparked by the death of a man named John Elder, who police say committed suicide while being pursued by officers who suspected him in a connection with a homicide. The curfew is being enforced by the State National Guard.
Protests are still happening in Portland, Oregon as well, with at least 74 people facing charges linked to their involvement with the demonstrations. Violations some protesters are facing include assaulting police, arson, and property damage. These protests have been ongoing for 3 months, with authorities saying resources are being drained.
Health officials in California have shut down a poultry plant because of a coronavirus outbreak, with more than 350 employees there testing positive. 8 people have died. The outbreak started at the end of June. Officials say they had issued 2 formal directives to the company to increase testing and implement safety measures, but the orders were not followed. The plant will stay closed until the outbreak is under control and it can reopen safely.
And we take you to some news around the world. At least 122 people are dead and another 147 injured, and several still missing from torrential flooding in Afghanistan. The flood has receded in most parts, but the roads are still muddy. Local residents used excavators to clear the sludge brought on by this. Officials believe the floods destroyed nearly 1,500 houses.
A severe storm overnight in Australia has taken the lives of 3 people. Thousands are left without power or clean drinking water. Recovery efforts have been hindered due to COVID-19 lockdowns in the region, but special exemptions to the rules were released for those affected by the storm.
All right, let's take a look now at what's coming up for you on CBS This Morning.
Coming up, Hurricane Laura devastated the Gulf Coast. It'll take days to assess the full damage. Tony Ducopo leads our team coverage. Plus, we'll speak with athletes calling for justice in response to the shooting of Jacob Blake, coming up on CBS This Morning.
A lot of kids wrapping up the first week of school today. That is the big trend right now, as a lot of back-to-school pics still coming on in. So, Ashanti, congrats on finishing up that first week,
And
right?
she has balloons and everything. I love it.
Super cute.
So cute.
Very good to see.
Are they sisters?
Same background,
Because
so that's a
the same
sister.
background.
Yeah, that's
Same
exactly what I
background.
noticed right there. Layla, good job. All right, push through this Friday, get to that weekend. You
Love
earned it.
Layla's name,
Right?
too.
Oh,
Little
kid Chase.
So
Very
cute.
good to see. I love all
Bulldog
this.
strong. Happy first week.
Big smiles. We had a viewer a couple of years now send us back to school pics of their kids crying, and I think it was staged, but still very good to see. Skylar, good luck to you.
Little Sky, pre-K 3. That's my little niece.
Oh, that's your niece?
Sky. That's my
She's
niece.
super
Yeah, my
cute.
sister said she was nervous this week. She cried a little bit. It's her first time going to school ever. So.
Oh,
Yes.
With the
Big
cute little
move.
pigtails.
how about
Yeah.
Steven as well? Steven, good job getting to school, all right,
the
buddy?
backpack and the
Very
shirt,
nice.
all the swags.
Bailey and Case, too, also enjoying. All right, everyone, get through this Friday, get through the back-to-school picks, keep sending it to us. Have yourself a good weekend, all right?